Terry, he's a Leeds fan. Good morning, Tel.
Good morning, Terry.
Hello, lads. How are you going? You all right, lads?
I'm all right, Tel. How
All
are
right,
you?
mate, you?
I'm very well, pal. Very well, thank you. Aye, grand. Yeah, I'm not too sure about Gabby's opinion, though. Can't agree with that, mate.
Well, go on.
That's your
what's your
view?
take? What's your take on this,
Well,
Tel?
I were annoyed yesterday with bloody Planet Simon Jordan. What were we on about? Does he want England to win or not? How can it help putting this pressure on lads and on Gareth? How's that going to help? It's never helped. I mean, everyone says Bellingham, Kane. What about Euro 96? We had Gascoigne, Shearer. We had Sir Bobby Robson as manager. We didn't win it. There's too much pressure put on lads. And when it comes to final 1% that they need, I think all pressure from media in this country, they can't handle it. It don't matter who's managing them. It don't matter how good players are as world beaters. When it comes to final crunch, can't have it.
Yeah, but do you think Gareth Southgate has got the minerals as a manager to get us over the line? Because we've seen it. Look, this is a great England squad. He's got great players. And he's done a really good job in getting to certain points in tournaments. But when it's come to the crunch, has he done enough to win games?
Well, that's my point. When it comes to the crunch, there's too much pressure on him because it's so hyped up in this country. Look at Beckham when he got sent off, the burning effigies of him. The pressure that's going to come with it. And Jordan, you're ranting yesterday.
That's always going to happen, though, Terry. You got to get on with it. That's what you're England manager because of the pressure.
Well, that's what I mean. I think it's too much, and I think that the media should be accountable to a degree because we've got the money, they've got all the facility. We're not technically behind. There's something missing, isn't there? When it comes to the semis, the finals, there's a little piece missing.
Yeah,
and
it's called a world-class manager.
Well, I think Bobby Robson were a great manager. Reynolds were a great manager. You know, it's all right heaping it all on Gareth yesterday, saying he should be sacked. Harry Kane should be sacked. He shouldn't have missed penalty. You know, Paul Gascoigne missed by a yard in 96 in semis. He'd tap that in all day another day. But when it comes to pressure on job, he didn't quite commit. And that doesn't matter if it was Bobby Robson, Terry Venables, Gareth Southgate. Neil Warnock should do it. Get Neil Warnock in.
Terry, the way you sound, it sounds like you're not really. Oh, you know, if we do our best and we don't win it, you know, Gareth, keep going. Next tournament, no, this tournament we win it, or you're off.
Yeah, but you keep saying about with the players we've got.
Yes.
Use that phrase. Well, we had great players in '96, Gabby.
As good as this group of players.
They were fantastic players.
As good as this group.
Paul Gascoigne and Alan Shearer back in that period were amazing.
Okay, then. Let me read some off here. Grealish, Rashford, Foden, Saka, Maddison, Bellingham, Kane, Tony, Bowen, Watkins, Sterling, Palmer, Rice, Walker, James, Trent, Shaw, Chilwell. Come on. I can keep going.
Took 10 minutes writing them all down.
That should be like winning the tournament. No?
That's right. But isn't it up to them lads? Isn't it up to them lads to win it? So
and the manager's tactics.
Yeah, but Harry Kane took the penalty, not Gareth. It was Harry who took it and missed it when it mattered. My point is, not so much on the manager. My point is, there's too much pressure heaped on him.
That's always going to happen in England. It always is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, and that's always why we always lose, because the pressure in the rest of Europe isn't the same. I'm telling you now, I've worked all over Europe. The media pressure isn't the same. They back the team. I went to watch the last friendly, Australia at Wembley, right? We had a good night, but the match was terrible. And your pal Grealish stunk the place out. It was awful. You know, you're banging on about Big Jack. He didn't play very well. But, you can't put too much pressure on lads all the while because when it comes to crunch, that is the problem. Can I just say before I go, lads?
Go on, Tel.
Get well soon to a good mate, Michael Nolan. He's a big fan and he'll be listening now and he's not too well.
Right.
Thanks for the show. It's brilliant.
All the best, mate.
Top man, Tel.
Hope he gets well soon.
Yeah, hope he gets well soon. Let's go to Tom. He's another Leeds fan. Morning, Tom.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning, mate. You're right.
I'm good, Tom. Yeah, good, mate. Look, we're talking about Gareth Southgate and his credentials in the big games. He's obviously a fantastic manager and he's got us to final moments, but he hasn't managed to get us over the line. Do you think he's good enough to do it, especially in this next tournament?
I do. I really do. And I think that it's really, really hard to knock a manager who has put us to a position that we haven't been in, certainly while I've been watching football. I'm 36. And while I've been really, really into the England games when they're on and watching them, and you watch with hope. And as a country, we always fear the worst. We always think it's going to be another game against Iceland, or we're going to bow out 4-0 to a team, and we always think we're going to do bad. And we never have this big drive, this massive, massive passion behind our team, and we're so critical when it goes wrong. And you can count on one hand how many teams have won the World Cup in the last, 30 years. You know, it's always the same teams that win it, and we haven't been one of them. But
no, but we should be now, though, shouldn't we? We should be now.
Yeah, we should be. And I think that it's a good point. We should be. We've got a cracking team. You know, I heard you a second ago reeling off all the players we've got. And I think that if Gareth was to turn around tomorrow and, you know, go, right, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm done with the criticism, get someone else to do it, and then you get Pep Guardiola in, or you get someone in that you think is going to be a ridiculously good manager for England, what are they going to do differently? They've got a load of players that are really, really good at what they do. They're playing their trade.
Managers have got different ways of playing. Look what Pep's done with Manchester City, how they play.
Yeah, I understand that, and I agree with you there. He's doing a good job, but managing Manchester City and managing England, I don't think that's the same job. I don't think the same man can do the same job at both those teams.
Why not?
I think that the way England play, because I think that when it comes to Man City, they've got the backing of, you know, all the money, they've got the players, they've got everything that they need. And when
the same players.
When you get the players from different... No, but when you get the likes of, you know, the players from the different Premier League teams coming in, and, you know, you've got Jude Bellingham coming in, who's not even playing in the Premier League. You've got players that then have to adapt to the way the manager wants to do things. I don't think it's as easy as people think it is, personally. I really don't. I think that Gareth Southgate has committed a good chunk of his time to making this England team as good as they can be. And there's always criticism, whether it's we haven't played the right teams, or it was easy, or we never played anyone good. The one thing I will say is France got to and Argentina played in the World Cup final, and that was one of the best games of football I've watched recently. It was fantastic.
It was, yeah.
France were in the final of the World Cup. We came fourth in the World Cup, and we got kept second in the Euros. So people will think, oh, well, you know, you can't compare us to France, because everyone thinks France are ridiculous. But, you know, they are a good team, but I think we can aspire to be as good as
Let's just keep Southgate forever then. Yeah.
All right, listen, Tom, I appreciate you phoning in. Let's go to Kieran. He's a Burnley fan. All right, Kieran?
Good morning, Kieran. Some sense, please.
Morning, gents. Well, yeah, you're going to get some. Cause,
cheers, mate.
Whatever that Leeds fan's on, I want some, because...
That Yorkshire tea.
Nonsense. Gareth Southgate is nowhere near good enough for England manager. I've been saying it for the last 18 months. With that group of players, we should be absolutely walking a tournament. Absolutely walking.
We can't walk a tournament, Kieran. Come on. I mean, you're playing against international, nations.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. We should be doing. We should have beat Italy. The evidence
100%.
was there. We were 1-0 up, and what did we do? We sat back and we invited it on, and that's why we lost it. And that is down to Southgate. He never did anything at club level. So how did he end up getting that job in the first place? Because he didn't do anything at club level. They played for
as a manager.
But I'm saying, as a manager, what did he do at club level to justify getting the biggest job in English football?
He was the under-21s manager, and we needed a manager, and he come in. He was there, and he come in, and we won every game when he come in.
Yeah, but we didn't win a tournament.
We don't. Yeah, but we got to a semi-final.
Gabby, what's your thought?
Kieran, I agree with you, mate. I feel that I don't think we should walk a tournament. We should be winning one with these group of players. And the final against Italy, I was there and I was just like, come on. In the stadium, I'm like, just change something. That's a Pep, or maybe even Eddie House, another manager who's a better coach as well, will change something immediately. Oh, this isn't working. You're off. We're going to change the formation. The players are more well coached. So why not change it? We can't just be like, oh, Southgate's got us to a final, semi-final. Keep him. Get to a final again in the summer. Might not win it. Okay, keep him for the World Cup. No.
No, look, Kieran, I appreciate.
You're right, Kieran.
Kieran, I appreciate you phoning in. Obviously, you can continue having your say on this. We're going to take some more calls. 03 717 22 3344.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.